Now take a look here at another ad here, which, by the way, think first about whether it's attention getting, distinctive, memorable, and then think about why it's not being aired. It's an ad for Quiznos. Any of you been to Quiznos?
Yeah.
What do they sell?
Sandwiches like Subway.
Like Subway, right? They're the guys who started the idea of toasted subs. And then Subway kind of copied it. Oh, it's not working. Okay. So don't look, please. Okay. That includes my video audience also. Okay, I'm going to do a quick search out here for this ad. And it's a really good ad. I don't want you to look at my search keywords.
Quiznos new Santa Fe trio subs with smoky chipotle sauce. Fried chicken, roast beef, or smoked turkey. Quiznos.
What do you think? Attention getting, distinctive, memorable?
Now I associate rats with Quiznos.
What?
Now I associate rats with Quiznos. I'm never gonna go there. They have rats everywhere. At least that's my perception.
What do you think? Munchies, I didn't actually think about that one. But I kind of like the crunchy part of it all, the rat hopping about in the belt, but how the sandwiches are crunchy.
Have you seen the Gatorade commercial, the one for baby?
Which one?
The no commercial for baby. Oh, wait, the talks, they talk.
Wait, what about the other Quiznos commercial
Which one?
where the oven's talking to him and he's like, "Put it in me, Bob." I think that one is more memorable,
that one's better
than this one. You remember that one too?
It's better.
That one I know, like a lot of my friends joke about that.
Now, the question, the issue here is though, is this gonna get you to go to Quiznos?
No.
So, creativity department says, or the ad agency says, super ad, people, this is gonna be sticky, people are gonna remember this forever. Sure enough, they did. They never went to Quiznos again. So an attention getting distinctive, memorable ad, not necessarily one that's going to meet the goal of the company.
Is it possible to make an ad that you want people to remember? So let's say you make something like like an ad like that. But is it possible to do that? Have it on broadcast for a short period of time, and then follow up with a more selling type of ad, like an ad that would get people to come in and buy. So like you start with a creative ad to get them to remember, and like, oh, Quiznos.
And companies do that all the time. So they'll do is if it's a new product, initially you just want people to, you want to get brand awareness.
Yeah.
And later on you want to persuade them. So initially you start with informing in your ad campaigns, then you go to persuading. Their companies do those kind of phased approaches. But usually you can't do, for example, you tell people get people's attention about Quiznos in ad one. Next week, tell them how good Quiznos is. It doesn't work. You've got to keep hitting the same point over and over again before it sinks into people. So moving along here, now we're looking at here a couple of interesting issues here as far as advertising go. Some that kind of push the envelope of ethics a little bit. Companies want to make sure ads are attention getting distinctly memorable. We're going to take a look at some interesting ads here. Here's a CNN story on an eyebrow-raising ad, which Michael will make your ad look very PG. So, take a look at this one here. It's a CNN story, right? So it was on CNN, so obviously it's suitable for all audiences. This is the ad for the ad. Okay, so as soon as it gets over, you'll get a full kind of story about this particular ad. So as soon as this is over.
American Morning, the most news in the morning, period. Weekdays 6 Eastern.
It's the end of the
ad
story.
is not for everyone. Some might call it offensive. So here it is in its entirety. Take a look and judge for yourself. The reaction so far has been mixed. You know, and this charity isn't the only one borrowing from Madison Avenue and using sex to sell. Take a look at this. We found this PSA put out by the National Lung Cancer Partnership. And take a look at this. Yes, this is about lung cancer. A little racy, but also memorable. And hey, isn't that the goal? And I mentioned at the top, you know, they want men to care about breast cancer. Why? Well, this charity says, this woman says that time and time again they hear from women who say,
You want an even worse one? YouTube banned German Sprite commercial.
We'll get to that
no.
in a second, but I want you to think about it. Just give us a little bit of thought. What do you think about that ad? You just saw one.
Don't tell me
Is that now that passed muster? The FTC sent it through and said it's okay. It met whatever requirements they had.
Did it ever go? I never saw that ever. It was like the first time.
And so the question here is,
Yeah.
something like that. Is it okay? Is that pushing the envelope here? Pushing the limits here?
I mean, if you're trying to grab guys' attention, so like breast cancer.
And so let's address the first issue here. Is it the right audience they're targeting with the ad? Whose attention are they going to get? And are they getting the right people with the ad? Do they want to get women's attention or men's attention? Who do they want to tell about breast cancer? Yeah.
Men.
I'm sorry?
Men.
Why men?
Well, I didn't really quite hear what you said, but I guess they're just trying, because I mean, they already know that women, you know about this, and women are the leading like activists for it. But I guess they do want to get more men to increase their numbers.
Yeah.
It said save the boobs.
Sorry?
So it said save the boobs. So
Yeah.
like the guys have to save them so they don't go away.
In a sense, the ad, if you think about it, the argument with proponents was that it's the women need support from their boyfriends, husbands, and so on, and this ad will help them get that support. Because women on their own won't go for a test, but their significant other might help them kind of go for the tests and help them be more aware of it. So their goal really was to get men's attention. But is that a little too risque way of getting attention, or is that okay?
It's risky.
I mean, is that okay to do something like that? And the answer is just that. I mean, clearly the FTC had no problem with that in letting that ad through.
Then they have like Victoria's Secret ads, and it's like women in bras and panties, and then they have the ads with like the Reebok, so it's just they just look at the blue butt commercials. So what's the difference? Like it's boobs. Like who cares? It's for breast cancer. It's not a
And
big
so,
deal.
but given the purpose behind it, you got to kind of think about this here. There's a fine line between what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, and we're really going to push the envelope here now. But